Welcome to episode 3 of Domspod. I'm your host, Dom Adamano, alongside Paul Dulanto here, in D1 at Stony Brook. You ready for this episode?
Let's do it. I'm excited.
You're really excited. So, we got a lot to talk about and a lot of news around the sports world. So, obviously, Paulie, how's Stony Brook been doing?
It's been going good. A lot of baseball, a lot of schooling, and it's a good balance.
Is it tough with your schedule?
Yeah, at times, yeah. I'm playing the most baseball I've ever played in my life, so
Really?
it's a lot, but it's the grind.
Are you having fun doing it? At
Yeah,
least?
without a doubt. Yeah. I mean, if you're not having fun, the amount of hours you put in it becomes a job, and you never want it to feel like a job.
Yeah. So let's get into some MLB news around the league because we have a lot to talk about. What I missed last episode. So Alex Bregman, he's a Red Sox. I know you're a Yankee fan. You're not happy about it, but the Yankees did miss. That was a big miss for the Yankees for third base.
Yeah, I remember early free agency. There was talks of getting someone like Alex Bregman in the infield. Good bat, good with the glove. Has always been consistent throughout the years. I think every year he's been in the league, he's showed a consistent status.
He's batted like 260 above like every year.
Yeah, he's been consistent all throughout his years, and that's in a baseball player you want consistency.
And he rejected like a big deal from the Tigers too.
Yeah, it was a major deal. And
then, I know.
I mean, him getting signed by the Red Sox is, as a Yankee fan, it's obviously not ideal.
It's not good
because
the
biggest rival of baseball.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, and he's been a Yankee killer for quite some time.
Yes,
especially with the Astros.
Oh,
so
boy, do I hate the Astros.
I will say though, I always liked him as a player. Watching him play.
Was he part of the 2017 team?
Yeah, he was. The cheating team.
Yes, the cheating. Was it 2017 or 2019?
I think it was both.
It was both. It was 2018. They did cheat, but
I don't remember what they did in 2018, but I know they.
You realize every team cheats in baseball.
Well, what do you consider cheating?
Like they steal a lot of signs. Do you ever see like at second base over the camera they do like the signs?
Yeah, but that's allowed.
It is.
If you're on second base as a runner, and the catcher's giving signs, you're allowed to relay to the batter what's coming. That's 100% allowed.
Really?
And that's what a lot of teams from when I was in high school did. In college you do it, in the pros you do it because you try to get any edge you can. Edge you can against the team. And if a catcher's just putting down signs and you pick up on those signs, you do different things at second base to try to signal to your hitter, hey, a fastball's coming, a curveball's coming, a changeup's coming, and
it's allowed.
Prepare for it. And that's because you're not using anything outside. You're using what's on the field, so it's allowed. And that's actually why a lot of the pro teams, college teams, are using the pitch comms now.
Yes, I see that. You told me about this yesterday.
Yeah, they use that so there is no sign stealing.
Yes.
So it completely eliminates it.
Yeah. I think the way that baseball's going with the technology is going to be unbelievable. And you see that they're going to bring robot umpires soon?
Yeah, as a catcher, me being a catcher, I do not like that.
Yeah, I would hate that.
Because it
takes away
a good part of the catcher's job.
I know.
And that's framing, receiving, trying to steal strikes. And honestly, if there's a robot umpire, there's almost zero significance in trying to steal strikes anymore.
The way that baseball is going to be in like a couple of years is going to be completely different.
Yeah, I mean, the foundation of the game will always be the same. But, you got guys now, you look on the internet that are 14 throwing.
I know, it's ridiculous.
90. It's unreal.
It's unreal. My age, there's kids throwing, there's probably 2 kids in my grade are throwing 90 probably, and at least 80 with that.
It's unreal. I mean, you look back to old time baseball.
It's in high school back in the 90s, pitchers were throwing 60. Now they're throwing 90.
Yeah, I mean they definitely weren't as advanced as they are today.
Yeah,
they were still good.
Yeah,
but today there's so much. I mean, today the thing is everyone has a coach for everything.
Yeah, obviously
everyone has a coach for everything, and they train a lot, and they are able to use the internet and learn a lot from people.
So. And also, let's get back to the Astros. The way that they cheated was probably the worst. they did the bagging on trash cans. It sucked.
For the time they did it worked for them.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they won a World Series with it, but
that would have been. Would have been nice to see my Yankees in that.
That was the best Yankee team that you can ever get.
They got hot at the right time. They were good.
And Didi Gregorius.
Oh, Didi. And honestly, that year, I mean, or you could argue whatever you want, Jose Altuve stole the MVP.
I know. I agree with that.
That 2017 year should be another MVP for Aaron Judge.
I agree. I 1,000% agree. Even though I'm a Met fan, I hate the Yankees. I 1,000% agree. I do not like Altuve. The thing is with Altuve, he's a really good player. You cannot tell me you cannot stand that fucking midget.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, he's like a little shit.
He's a little shit.
But even without the cheating, he's still good. He's
unbelievable. He's an unbelievable.
You know his story? His story is pretty crazy.
It's ridiculous. He was like born in like Venezuela.
Yeah, and he went to a tryout. That's how he got on the Astros.
So, like,
went to an open trial.
They cut him on the first day. I heard.
I'm pretty sure
they cut him on the first day.
I don't remember like the exact specifics,
but I remember this. They cut him on the first day, and then he showed up with a birth certificate because he was that short.
Really? To show that he's alive.
And then he immediately pressed the scouts for like the head scout, so they signed him, and the guys were just like, "We just cut this guy just like 2 days ago."
That's unreal.
So that's the story about it.
I mean, that's crazy. Yeah. And then to be a two-time World Series champ.
Has he? How many MVPs does he have? Only one? Altuve?
I'd have to fact check it, but I'm 99% sure it was only that 2017 one.
Do you think he's a Hall of Famer?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I mean, he's good. He's very
good.
But what 2017 with the whole cheating scandal?
If the cheating scandal never happened,
I think
he's a really good chance.
They're going to hold that against him. Like for example, Barry Bonds.
Yes,
Barry Bonds I think is the greatest baseball player ever to play the game.
Do you think he should be in the Hall of Fame?
I do.
You do? I do. I agree.
The reason being is because, listen, steroids.
Do you want me to give
that was that era?
Yeah.
You still got to hit the ball.
Yeah. So what I'm going to say about steroids is, this is what I think. You can agree with me on this. I think they should get rid of the steroid stats completely. I think that they should just like take them away from like his records, like every player that used them. That's what I think. You can agree. You don't have to.
I don't know. I think it's hard to just you can't just take away a player's stats.
Obviously not. But I'm saying like if you cheat in baseball like steroids, like Tatis did, they should. I think they should still be allowed. Like Pete Rose should absolutely be in the Hall of Fame. That's just plain retarded.
I mean, the thing with Barry Bonds is, if you look at his stats before the steroids, he was still an MVP winner.
Yes,
he was still batting 300. He was still hitting 30+ home runs a year. It's just when he went on the steroids, then he was hitting 70 home runs.
And Mark McGwire.
I mean,
how many was he on the steroids a year? He had like 60.
Yeah. Him and Sammy Sosa, I think in 1998.
Sammy Sosa used like a different kind of bat. I saw.
He probably used a cork bat. I think he also used steroids too.
Yeah, I think so too.
In that summer of 1998, they both were. They had like a thing going on who could get to 60 home runs first. I'm pretty sure.
That's ridiculous.
It was unreal. But the thing is, though, with that steroid era, a lot of people say it brought baseball back.
You think it brought baseball?
Well, a lot of people were saying there was a time where baseball's dying.
Did you see Cam Newton, what he said about it?
Yeah, that's unreal.
He thinks the WNBA is going to pass.
Yeah, I disagree.
That's
a crazy take.
I think he's
a lost cause. He's still mad he didn't die for that ball 10 years ago.
So actually, let's change the subject a little bit for now. Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. You watched it, obviously. Everybody did. Give me what you thought the game was and everything about it.
I mean, before the game, I think everyone in the world was almost, I don't want to say leaning towards the Chiefs, but I feel like a lot of people thought the Chiefs were going to win. But I thought everyone was expecting it to be a 3-point game.
Yeah.
A touchdown game.
Do you know what the line was on that game? 1.5.
For the Eagles, right? The Eagles.
No, I think it was the Chiefs were favored. I saw it.
No, you're right.
The Chiefs were favored, I think.
Because the 2 years prior, the Chiefs were underdogs.
Yes.
And then this year they were the Eagles.
So the fun fact about about like the lines and stuff, it's always been 1.5, 2 points. It's always been.
They're expecting a very close game.
Yeah, I know. But most of the lines that they have not been able to hit in the Super Bowl the last couple of years.
Yeah.
It's been like some have been a point off. some of them have been. Yeah, it's been. I don't think the lines in the Super Bowl have been accurate in 7 years.
But they've been close games.
They've been very close games.
I mean, every game's been close except this monstrosity.
No, the Seahawks. Did you ever see that Seahawks game?
With the Broncos, right?
Yeah, it was at MetLife.
That was like a 12.
The snap over Peyton Manning.
That was a bad way to say.
How old were you when that?
I think I was in 3rd grade.
So did you watch? You know, watch.
I did. No, I remember that game. I was at my friend's house for that game. I remember.
Really?
Yeah. And I, funny enough, I became a Seahawks fan, a front runner, because I don't know if you remember Dude Perfect.
Yes. They had Russ.
They made a video with Russ
and
the
Pete
Seahawks, and I fell in love with them. And obviously, then I grew up and realized that I'm not really a Seahawks fan.
You're a Steelers fan.
Yes, I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
Well, we got a lot to talk about them. The thing is with the Steelers, though, they have a lot of championships from that success in the 70s and the 80s.
Terry Bradshaw.
But their
recent run's been bad.
They can't. Do you think they should fire Tomlin? Do you think that's the problem? I think they should.
I'm a Tomlin fan.
I know.
You can't argue.
I like
the winning seasons. It's hard to argue the winning seasons.
But he's only winning them by like one. He's winning them by
I know.
like two.
That's the thing. And you could have a winning season for how many years if you keep getting bounced in the first round of playoffs.
What I'm gonna say
what's that gonna do for you?
They need listen. They have a good team. They just need.
I think they need a good quarterback.
Do you think Russ was good?
I think Russ was good, but I think they should. I don't think Russ could take the team to a championship.
Fields wasn't that good.
No, but they're both different types. Russ is more like a pocket passer. Justin Fields will like roll out. He could run the ball. Yeah, they're different.
Who'd you rather?
I feel like Russ can't take you to a championship.
Do you see the Giants are going to get Stafford probably?
That's real.
I
did see something on that.
Neighbors tweeted something about that, and then the Jets, man.
New York football, besides the Bills, is a curse. Honestly, even the Bills maybe is a curse. Losing to the Chiefs. Four Super Bowls in a row.
Do you know what it says? My Uncle Santino told me this. Shout out to him. Boy, I love losing Super Bowls.
And to Patrick Mahomes.
Oh my God. No, what I'm
going to think about it though, isn't it pretty crazy that like the Mahomes Allen is like the Brady and Manning?
I think the thing is though, do you think the NFL scripted? Because I keep talking about this.
I know I saw that on your first episode.
Yes, we did.
I don't know. I feel like it's very hard to script a game.
It is, but I'm saying like there's been moments. No,
yeah, I feel like
the media might be scripted. I feel like the media.
Oh yeah.
Like they ask like dumb questions.
Well, yeah, that's not just scripted. That's just dumb.
You ever see the Russ video? He's
like,
what
are you talking about? What are you talking about? Yeah,
it's the best meme.
I don't know. My personal opinion. I know you guys thought it was in your episode with Marco.
Yeah.
I don't see how you can script an NFL game. I think it's very hard.
I think it could go either way. Do you want to be honest? I think.
Why do you think it's scripted?
You ever see the refs are definitely the refs have something to do with the NFL. They definitely are told something before the game. Like
I don't know.
This year's Super Bowl, I don't think was scripted at all. I think that was just a fair game.
I don't know. I know that though
because the NFL made a commercial. Remember, they made a commercial 2 years ago, saying about. Like the script for the NFL. It was like a weird commercial.
Really?
Yeah,
it was probably a joke though.
It was probably a joke, but that
still,
got me.
Yeah, but still, it makes you think.
It made me think a lot, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's just so hard to script it. I mean, though, you look at I actually saw a stat with the Chiefs.
I knew WWE was so scripted before it came out.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
It was the most.
So when I was a child, I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Everybody did.
The coolest thing
Everybody did.
I was the biggest John Cena fan. Yeah, I saw a stat.
Is he gone? Is he gone?
I don't know. I haven't followed the WWE in years.
I
used to be such a big fan of it.
I know.
I used to get the belts and stuff.
I remember when I used to go down your draw down like stairs. Yeah. I saw all these action figures. It was crazy.
Yeah, I used to play with them all the time.
Jeez.
I used to love them. They were hilarious.
So, so halftime show. How do you think that went? Awful.
I was not a fan.
Awful.
I was not a fan. It was kind of funny though, seeing like him diss Drake.
That was pretty funny.
But I mean, I don't know. I feel like for a halftime show, you need like a upbeat pop.
Yeah.
You know,
I think the way that they went with this, they didn't pick up Kendrick Lamar is not the guy that they should have went with.
Wasn't the best option.
I think that if they wanted to bring out a rapper, you could have went with Travis Scott. You could have went with Drake, but
I feel like it's a.
I don't think Kendrick Lamar was.
Opinion.
I don't think Kendrick Lamar was the best option.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, I was not a fan of the show.
I wasn't.
I was sitting with a bunch of my guys from at school, and we were all like, "What the fuck is going on?"
I know, right? I was like, what? I didn't even watch it, to be honest. I was like, when I saw
it wasn't enjoyable. I mean, the whole game itself really wasn't enjoyable.
Did you see the score bug underneath? A lot of people have been talking about this.
I thought it looked like Fortnite emo.
It looked like the Roblox football, like Football Fusion.
It was horrendous.
Everything about it.
It looked like it was being read to a kindergartner. That's how simple it was. I'm being serious. It was terrible.
Everything about that Super Bowl. I feel like that Super Bowl just didn't happen.
Want to know why? There was no hype leading up to the game.
Yeah, exactly.
There was no hype. There was no hype leading up to the game. It was a terrible halftime show. The game itself was bad.
I was with a bunch of buddies too. But like the last Super Bowl was actually enjoyable. I feel like
the Niners, the Chiefs.
No, I didn't think that one was.
Which one are you talking about?
The Bengals. Rams.
Oh, that was a good one.
I like that entire NFL season was the most. That was the most fun NFL year ever.
That was a good year.
And I had
it was two different teams. It wasn't the Chiefs.
That divisional round.
Oh my god!
Perfect.
That's one of the best games ever.
Perfect.
One of the best games ever.
Listen, the thing is with that was the best playoffs that you'll ever watch in football. That was like that entire sports year, probably I would say. Like the NHL playoffs, they were really good. We had the March Madness was heating up too. We had was that the year with St. Petersburg? I think it was,
I think
it's
2023.
It's 2022.
And then I don't know. I think it's a year apart though.
And then baseball was all right.
Yeah. No, but that football playoffs was unreal.
That was
because not only the 13-second game. Do you remember? We were actually in Grandma's house.
The Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers Rams.
That was
how good that was.
If the Buccaneers came back and won that,
Tom Brady
would
be insane.
What I was gonna say about Patrick Mahomes, he's not even close. I feel like
there was debates.
People are gonna criticize me because of this, but I don't think Patrick Mahomes will ever be as close as Tom Brady at the end of his career.
And I hope so. I'm a big Tom Brady fan.
Yeah,
I agree.
I that's actually one of my favorite athletes of all time.
Yeah, it's funny though because when he was playing, everyone hated him.
I know
because he played now you realize how good he was.
Now everybody loves him. Yeah. Like everybody's upset. Like you see him, he's like all over. Do you think he's a good broadcaster?
I think he got better over time. I think in the beginning of the year he was bad.
Yes,
I think he had lots to learn.
But I think
over the season he got better.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that big news with that.
Think about it though, like Tom Brady has more Super Bowls than any franchise.
I know.
He has 7 Super Bowls, and then the next is the Steelers and the
Patriots.
6.
You know, he got the Buccaneers on the map. Like the Buccaneers were miserable.
They
were a miserable franchise.
And then everyone started talking about the Bucs after they won the Super Bowl with Tom Brady.
Exactly, and that's what bringing in. He was. Did you see the report that he was interested in going to the Bears, too?
Yeah, I know. I don't know how that would have worked out though.
I cannot imagine.
I don't like the
Bears. they are a miserable franchise.
Yeah.
They cannot. Do you know they've never had a 4,000 passer quarterback in their entire franchise history? Ever.
Yeah,
but I think. Not good. What I was gonna say was
that's not good.
I think Caleb was like 200 yards off from doing it with this.
Oh, he was close.
He was pretty close.
He's talented. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of him. I don't really like him that much.
He's kind of gay. He's painting his nails like.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little odd.
Very odd.
But he is talented. He's got a lot of arm talent. He's good.
All right, so this obviously Aaron Rodgers. So let's talk about that. Another guy who, do you consider him in the GOAT conversation, Aaron Rodgers?
I don't think he's the GOAT. I think he's top 5 of all time.
I think he's top 10.
You have him outside of your top 5?
What's your top 5? Brady, Mahomes, Mahomes.
Do you have Mahomes at 2?
No. Montana.
Yeah.
Manning.
Okay.
And then Mahomes is. I don't think Mahomes is. I think he's 6. I think he's just outside it.
It's crazy. It is crazy that he's already in the top 10.
Drew Brees.
You have Drew Brees in your top 5?
Or you could go with Roger Staubach. That was good. That could be a good option. I think he actually put him at 4. He was
good.
Terry Bradshaw should be in there, but I think
4 times Super Bowl champ for the
Steelers. Who else? I would say. I'm trying to think of a name. Like I said Drew Brees. Drew Brees should be in there. If he was, the Saints are just.
Drew Brees had a great career.
If you take away that Saints ring, what do they have?
I know. But he's broken so many records passing. Yes, he holds so many records.
Do you think Eli Manning should have been in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
I think he should have been.
I think he should have been. But
the only thing that I think made him not be in it is his stats at the end of his career.
At the end of the career?
Yeah. He was awful the last 3 years, I remember.
Yeah, the last couple of years were bad. But his Super Bowl runs were
unbelievable. If you look at he's the most career passing yards. And for Eli Manning should easily be one, because you look at his passing stats in those 2 runs. They are, you could look them up if you want.
Unreal.
They're unbelievable. He had 10 touchdowns.
Special.
The 27 run my dad always talks about. He loved that team, and he loved it to death. And I thought that was a great team, but I feel like 2020
doing it again. 11.
Do you think that defense was a good part of that team winning it versus New England?
Giants?
Yeah, 2012.
I mean, to hold that Patriots team to not.
They beat the undefeated team, but that was crazy.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, to be able to hold them to X amount of points, not really let them get over a lot of points, is pretty impressive.
I thought that was I thought that's the best. That's one of the best Super Bowls.
I think so. I personally think there's no debate for the best Super Bowl of all time.
Really? What is it?
Tom Brady's 28-3 comeback.
I agree. I agree. I said this on my podcast.
I think it's hard to debate that game.
I agree.
I want to give you my top 5 quarterbacks ever.
You want to do it? All right.
At my 1, I have Tom Brady.
Okay.
At my 2, I have Peyton Manning. Then I have Joe Montana.
Do you want to be honest? I disagree with the Montana.
You literally.
Yeah, I know. I don't like the thing because Montana has so many rings compared to Manning.
You're saying Montana should be 2.
He should be 2.
Yeah, I mean,
he's 3.
I do think you can interchange them, but I have Manning due to his play.
Yes,
Manning was one of the most smartest quarterbacks ever.
I agree.
And then after Joe Montana, I have what's his name?
Is it somebody I said?
Dan Marino.
I forgot about him. He's not my top 5, but he's in my top 10.
The only reason it could be a crazy take. It could be. But I think he's up there because of how he threw the ball and his stats in that era of football when it wasn't considered the air raid offense, and how well he threw. And then I have Aaron Rodgers, I think. Really? But I honestly think you could. Honestly, sometimes I debate switching Marino and Rodgers. I think you could switch them.
I agree. Honestly, Rodgers. Yeah, they talked about Bregman just now on our TV.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that.
Yep.
So, the thing with Rodgers, he was good in his. He had the best quarterback at a Hail Mary ever.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
He's insane, but he's
done so many.
He's released now. Obviously, we just got that.
Yesterday, right?
Yeah,
2 days ago it came out.
Yesterday.
Him and the Jets are parting ways.
They said, but do you know how much cap they're going to kill because of that $49 million?
I know, right?
That's really.
And that's not good. That's not good.
Do you know how much that will cost your team to win? I think they should have. What I think they should have done. I thought what they should have told him. Are you going to retire? The question was,
ask him if he's going to
retire. And if he was going to retire, let him go.
Yeah.
And yeah. So,
I mean, if you look at the odds of who's going to sign him, I think the Steelers are up there.
Rodgers. Why would you want Rodgers on your team?
I mean, dude, it's Aaron Rodgers.
if he goes to the Steelers and has another unbelievable year.
That just shows how bad the Jets are.
That just tells you that they need to sell their friend. Their owner, by the way, biggest piece of shit I think I've ever seen.
Who?
Woody Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
He's the biggest piece of shit ever. So, obviously, the NFL draft, obviously, who do you think is going to go number 1 overall?
I don't know. I think...
Do you think the Titans are going to take a quarterback? Or do you think they're going to...
The Titans? I don't... I mean, they got Will Levis. He's not good, though.
Not good. He had the funniest... That was the funniest run. He had, like, a generational run.
I know, right? That was crazy. I'd see that on TikTok.
The funniest one was when he, like, did the backwards with the Bears. That was the funniest one, I thought.
I want to look up the latest mock draft.
I think Cam Ward could be going.
Yeah, I was thinking.
But I feel like Shador could be... Yeah, I don't think you want... Because then it's going to lower him, his father.
That much.
It's going to lower... I think they should go... I think the Giants should go after Jackson Dart. I think they should get...
I actually saw something that they... I saw a mock draft that said they would go after him.
They better. Listen, I'm an Ole Miss fan, too.
Oh, are you really?
He would fall in... He would fall in Manning's... He would fall in Manning's...
Yeah.
Eli went there.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like he could be like another Eli, I think.
Yeah. This has number 1 overall pick, Cam Ward.
Cam Ward, ooh.
I think Cam Ward is better than Shador.
Ooh, who did they say? Who did they say at 2 for the Browns?
Shador.
They did.
And then Travis Hunter to the Giants.
All right. I said this on my podcast episode.
Who knows, though? I do think Cam Ward goes 1.
I want to record this. Everybody, listen. Travis Hunter is not going to be successful in the NFL. I don't think that. I don't.
Because he plays both sides of the ball?
He already said he was. That's going to... Listen, the thing is you can't... Like, you see Ohtani. He can't pitch well. Like, do you think he's a good pitcher?
Yeah.
He's a good pitcher, but, like, he's a 10 times better hitter.
Oh, that's great.
Travis Hunter's not even top 10, wasn't even top 10 in either stats.
I know.
Like coverage or anything.
Well, think about it. Say he's playing the Dolphins.
Yeah.
He's going to have to guard Tyreek Hill and then run routes against Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, that's going to be... Yeah.
That's not easy.
What I'm going to tell you now, if the Giants draft him, then that's a big miss, I think.
Yeah, I feel like it's so hard to succeed in the Giants organization.
No, what I'm saying with Travis Hunter is that you can't have it. I think they should go after the guy from Michigan, Will Johnson. He's a beast.
Yeah, hold on. This has Will Johnson going
to the Jets, I think, because they're going to go.
This has no, that's the wrong guy.
They even going dropping.
Yeah, they have him a little. They have him in dropping. This. I don't know. This is a. I mean, every mock draft is different.
It's so different. Like they have like that guy from Penn State.
Yeah.
Like going like
this
1.
Guy going 4. The guy from Penn State going 4. Abdul Carter.
By the way, the Patriots are going to be really good next year, I think. I think they're going to shock. They're going to be like the Commanders next year. I said this.
How about Jane Daniels, dude?
Dude, best rookie quarterback.
Incredible.
Best rookie quarterback.
You have C.J. Stroud the year before, and then you double it going Jane Daniels.
What I was going to say was Drake May I don't think they really should count rookie years. They have to get a certain amount of starts, I feel like. And
I know what you mean. Okay. Like to be considered a rookie year? Well, they do that in baseball, actually.
I know. Like, they do in hockey. They do in hockey, too. You have to, like, a rookie goalie has to play
like
13 starts.
Aaron Judge's first year was 2016, but technically his rookie year was 2017.
Was Adley Rushman considered a rookie the first year he got called up?
I don't know. I'm looking up.
I think they might have actually considered that. But what I was going to say was about about Travis Hunter. He is not going to – you can't play 2 sides of the ball in the NFL. That's just impossible for him.
Very hard. But then again, people have been telling him that his whole life, that he couldn't do it in college. He did it.
Do you know?
But then again, it's the NFL.
Do you know how bad Dallas GMs are these days? I was about to say, like, did you see who the Cowboys hired? Brian Stonheimer.
I mean, the Cowboys have some bad runs.
They hired the Cardinals' offensive line coach as their offensive coordinator.
Really? I didn't see that.
So I think they're going to be first overall pick bad next couple.
I know a lot of people would be happy if that's the case.
So that would be
besides actual Dallas fans. Well, you're a Giants fan?
I'm a Giants fan. Yeah. So I hate
rough couple years. You hate the Cowboys,
obviously.
I mean, when was the last time the Cowboys were
good? Like really good?
I know they had a couple good years.
The team that I think should have won it that year with Des Bryant
and the catch.
Yeah,
I don't remember what year that was.
That was
09.
That was the year that.
No, I think I'm.
No. That was the year that the Patriots 28-3 because they lost to the Packers. The Packers got smoked.
Oh, you're talking that year?
Yeah,
so
they got
2017.
Yeah, so they got smoked. The Packers who beat the Cowboys, they got smoked by the Falcons in the NFC Championship game.
I didn't know that.
And then that was in the year with the Jaguars. The Jaguars with Miles Jack. Did you ever see that?
They played the Steelers. They knocked out the Steelers.
They knocked out the Steelers that year. Miles Jack.
The AFC Championship.
Did you see the Miles Jack?
Jaguars versus Patriots.
Do you think Miles Jack recovered that fumble? Did you ever see that video?
Oh yeah. I don't know. If the refs called it, he didn't.
Yeah.
It's close.
It looked like it.
It looks like he does. Who knows though? In the moment of time though, it's hard.
It's so hard.
It's not easy.
Also, by the way, you saw the Luka trade?
Unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Terrible deal.
I don't even.
Yeah,
I don't know how that comes about.
80's out for 3 weeks right now.
I don't know how that comes about. I mean, Luka's good, dude. There's been a lot of reports though that he gained weight.
He's fat. He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's definitely big. But he knows how to shoot.
He does. All right, so now I want to get into a little spring training. We just saw it on here about Marcus Stroman. He refused to go to the bullpen. So obviously you're a Yankee fan. I want to give you what do you think you do with him? Do you trade him away, or what do you think?
I don't know. I feel like it's always good to have arms. I mean, pitching.
What are you going to send him? Are you going to send him down to the minors then?
He's not a minor league player.
He's not.
But the thing is, though, the Yankees have so many arms. Our pitching this year is
unreal. By the way, Clark Schmidt, is he still on the team? Clark Schmidt, the captain?
I don't even know. I don't even know, honestly.
I think he is. Yeah, he is.
Probably. But dude, the arms they added this year are no joke.
So they got Max Fry now. They got Garrett Cole. They got brought back Tim Hill. That guy. Yeah, he's good. I
love Weaver. He's just out there. He's chucking his changeup.
By the way, Clay Holmes is doing phenomenal.
I saw a video of him, and
he's throwing I told you the Mets have the best pitching development.
Do you think they're going to make him a starter?
They said they are.
Yeah, right.
Did
they come out and say that?
They said it before they signed him.
Oh, really? They make him a starter?
I wasn't happy at first with the signing, but now
it's working out.
Now it's working out. And I think the deal was a very fair deal for a guy who just came off a year where he blew probably.
Did not have a good year.
How many saves did he blew? He probably blew 15.
Too much to count. More than I'd like to remember.
But the Yankees won more than half those games. Yeah. Gave up.
The Yankees have come so close recently, and I mean, especially this year, it's just.
Has Rodrigo signed yet?
No.
Really?
I don't think so.
That shocks me. I'm shocked that obviously.
I think not. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure too. And by the way, you guys have one of the most underrated catchers in all baseball.
Austin Wells?
Yeah,
he's a huge fan of him.
Huge fan? He's got the stash.
I like him. Yeah. He's got some stash.
Listen, the Yankee, to be honest, the rules that they have with the facial hair, I love them.
You like that rule?
Would you like that rule? Would you put that as what would be your rules as a GM?
Well, I don't know. I think it's different being a New York Yankee. That's just the history of it. Being a New York Yankee, there's a lot of history and pride that comes with it. And I actually do agree. When you're on the field, you want to look clean. You want to have a nice cut. You don't want to be sloppy.
The rules, I think their ownership is the most. But the only thing I think they should do, they have to put a salary cap. I'm sorry.
On the baseball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Dodgers, I just can't.
Those Dodgers, man.
They're signing every
star. Every all-star.
At this point, And they're like deferring, like, oh, we're gonna defer this money to this guy. Like,
I know.
Like
it's becoming. It's I mean, it's like making all-star teams. I think it would change baseball.
It's
Caps, but
it's gonna make teams. It's gonna make the Dodgers not be like consistently good.
Yeah, I mean, I saw something on the internet. I think it was Instagram that said like to be good in the MLB, you just need a lot of money.
Exactly. The thing is,
it's like money wins championships.
Like the A's spending money this year. I think that.
Do
you want me to give you what I was gonna say was they signed, that was the highest contract in their franchise history, by the way.
Get out.
I swear.
I think I did see that somewhere. I'm not 100% sure.
But I think with the A's, they're going to be a team that shocks you next year.
I don't know.
I like their team.
Where are they moving their stadium?
Sacramento. Dude, you're going to have 2 MLB teams playing in spring training fields next year.
Yeah, that's unreal.
That's just
Tampa Bay, right?
Yeah. Well, they're only playing there for a year, and then I think.
Because their stadium.
They're playing the Yankees. They're playing the Yankees one. Yeah. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Do you want to hear this stat? They're paying the Yankees more money than any player on their team right now, just to play in that stadium.
My gosh. That's funny.
They are a miserable franchise, by the way.
They're not. Yeah, I don't know. Seriously.
That entire like Tampa, their hockey team's good, but like outside of their hockey team, oh yeah, they football. I forgot.
Yeah, but
do they have a basketball team? No, Orlando. Is that technically their
There's
team?
no Tampa. I mean, there's Florida, there's Orlando, there's Miami, Heat, but there's no like Tampa basketball.
By the way, Miami teams they have the worst fans. I think Miami fans.
Not Philly.
No, I forgot about Philly. Philly has worse fans, and
Kansas City. Chiefs football fans.
I don't mind Chiefs fans.
You don't mind all the Taylor Swift fans?
Oh, I hate them. But I'm saying I don't mind the only fans I hate in Dallas are Cowboy fans. You can't hate Maverick fans. You can't hate Stars fans. Yeah. You can't hate the Texas Rangers have the most loyal fans.
I like the Rangers.
I like the Rangers too. I like the Rangers.
Not a lot of people like Dallas Cowboys.
I don't.
Not a lot of people like the Dallas Cowboys.
They're the most winning team in football.
Yeah, well. How about that recent history?
Yeah. But like I was gonna say, so what I was gonna say was I saw this thing on a podcast. Who the most hated guy? So there are options in the NFL.
For major sports?
No, just in the NFL. The options were like anonymous for like Deshaun Watson, Jerry Jones, Aaron Rodgers. I forgot the other one.
Aaron Rodgers, really? Patrick Mahomes.
No, I would put Mahomes there. You had Deshaun Watson who got applauded. Got applauded after he tore his ACL.
Unreal.
And you have Jerry Jones. Cowboys fans are rooting him to die. They're rooting for him to die.
That's not a very good thing.
That's bad. Aaron Rodgers, you have.
I'm shocked about that.
Everybody hates Aaron. Listen, he was
he's definitely a weird dude though.
Like when he came in the NFL, this guy's a chill dude. He was like a nice guy. Right now he's
chill guy.
Just a chill guy. Just a chill guy. Stupid chill guy. So what I was gonna say, he was a guy that everybody liked. I feel like
come out of college.
And he was like a family guy. Now he doesn't talk to his family. He doesn't even weird dude. And he doesn't even believe in God. He believes in an atheist. Yeah.
He's one of those. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I think he goes on those weird.
He goes on the Pat McAfee show every week.
That's good. That's funny though. Pat McAfee's awesome. He's hilarious.
He's probably the nicest dude ever.
I love the thing he does on College Game Day when he makes does the field goal kicking.
Oh, the Jordan. You see, this guy sucks. This guy sucks.
It's like, drunk, obnoxious, Georgia fan. It's so funny.
He's like, "Give me Alabama to bring all your home."
Yeah. So funny. And then Alabama won. That was funny.
That, by the way, do you like the college football playoffs?
Yes.
Because
I think it makes the best team win.
Yes, and I feel like the rankings though have been screwed up over the last couple of years. I think who the fuck wanted SMU in it this year?
Yeah, I mean that
entire first round was boring. That entire first round,
I mean, every underdog won up until a certain point.
Do you know no teams with buys won?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because every underdog won.
Well, the team that I think
that's why I liked it because the best team
ASU.
Yeah,
I love. Is he in the draft this year? Was he waiting? He's probably. I think he's waiting 1 more year.
Are you sure?
I heard that. I like Arizona State. The next
year. Yeah, cool.
I like their coaches.
Oh yeah,
the coaches nut job.
That game against Texas was insane.
Did you ever see the game versus BYU?
BYU. Was that against Texas?
The one where
it might have been a different game.
What when Texas caught it on the 4th and 20 in the playoffs?
That was against them, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay, yeah, that game was
unreal game. What was I gonna say about Arizona State? Did you see the BYU game when the fans stormed the field? There's 1 second, and the coach is like, scream, "Get the fuck off the field!"
Oh, I think I did.
So
because there was a second left, right?
It was 1 second left, and they caught the Hail Mary BYU, but they were at the 2-yard line.
Oh yes, unreal. Imagine that, and they celebrated.
and then the fans would have just been like, "I'm getting the fuck out."
What do you do now? That would have been hilarious.
But honestly, the thing is,
I like the 12-team playoffs.
I loved it. And honestly, do you like March Madness? March Madness is the best.
Oh, I think it's one of the best. I think it's.
Do you place a lot of bets on it? Like, do you do bracket?
I don't.
Do you do bracket? Oh no, you can't.
I do brackets. Yeah.
You can't do because you're NCAA rules.
Yeah, I even in time.
Wait, so what? Wait, can you explain to me the rules? We have plenty of time to talk about it. Can you explain to me the rules about gambling, stuff like that?
Like you're just not allowed to do it.
Really?
You're not allowed to.
Fantasy football?
Not for money, no.
Not for money.
But you could just do a normal league.
That's crazy. Wait, are you? When you get to a professional sport, are you allowed to gamble?
No. So P-Rose got.
Yeah, obviously not. But I'm saying, like, can you bet on other sports, like others? Do you think they'll be allowed?
I don't know the rule. Like, if you're a baseball player, want to bet on a football game?
Yeah, I think there's some. I think there's definitely.
Probably.
There's definitely
people do it without a towel.
I think there's definitely one baseball player that bet on the Super Bowl.
Wow. One?
There's probably like hundreds.
I don't know the exact rule on that though.
Yeah, but
you ever seen that video of C.J. Abrams in the casino?
Yes, I didn't. He didn't get caught. He's still in the team.
Oh no, he got sent out of minor leagues, right?
I didn't see the video. I saw.
There was a picture.
There was a picture
of him at a roulette table.
Until 8 in the morning.
At like 6 a.m. and he had a game the next day.
He showed up perfectly fine, and then it was like,
get the
fuck, and then just get the fuck out.
Yeah, like, hey, go back down to minor leagues.
He didn't even show up. I think he didn't show up.
Oh, that's why.
No, he showed up for a single. He didn't show up for single.
I don't remember, but it was something funny.
Well, I'm shocked they allowed him back on the team. That's what. By the way, the Nationals are going to shock you this year. They're going to shock the team the team that they built.
That hurts you guys. That's a Met fan.
The entire NL East. Besides the Marlins.
I hope the Braves are so good this year.
Thank you.
I hope the Braves shut down Juan Soto.
By the way, the Phillies are not making the playoffs this year. They're not.
Why?
I don't think they're.
I think that's a bold take.
So, hold on, why is it the camera's not turning on? The Phillies won't make the playoffs. Listen. You think they're gonna make them?
Yeah, I don't. How in what world? I mean, it's baseball. I don't think it happened. But in what world do you see them not making it? Like how?
They've been trying to trade out Bohm, the Castellanos all season. That's all they did. What did they do to improve their team? They lost Jeff Hoffman, who's by far one of the best closers in baseball. You lost. Who did they lose? I'm forgetting who they lost. Did they lose any? They had the exact same team from last year.
Yeah, but they were a good team last year. They just couldn't get it done in the playoffs. But
I think Alec Boehm's gonna. I don't think they're gonna be good. That's what I think. Because
what's the main reason why you don't think they're gonna?
I think their hitting's gonna slow down a little bit. I think their pitching's gonna.
They got bats. They
can hit. I think Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper's great.
You cannot hate the guy. Even though I'm a Mets fan, I love the guy.
You know a story how he was 18 years old. No, out of high school. He was playing JUCO junior college baseball.
Yes.
Well, he was supposed to be in high school. And
really?
Yeah. It's crazy. You look it up. You gotta look it up.
I'll look it up later.
And he was hitting
he had 21 home runs that year. Oh my god, it was crazy.
And then he went in as
was he drafted? Was he drafted?
I think his debut was at 19 years old or something. It was.
Did you see the video of him beating the living shit out of that one match?
Oh yeah, when he charged the mound.
Yeah, I forgot who it was. Who threw?
I think it was the guy in the San Francisco Giants. He tried throwing his helmet and then he slid.
Do you ever see the Giancarlo Stanton one? Who was that guy? It was like Mike Friars. Yes, it was Mike Friars. He hit him right in the face.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
That's why Stan always wears that C-flop now.
Yeah. And then he murdered a ball. Murdered one. He stares him down. He's like,
oh, yeah.
And he's like, eat my ass. Eat my ass.
He said that?
No, you could tell out of his mouth. He's like, he was about.
I remember that.
And he threw behind him.
He threw behind him.
And then he's like,
what the hell?
And he stares him down. And then he's like, and next pitch, next.
Nuke.
And it was on Jackie Robinson Day, too. I don't know how I remember that. But what I was gonna say about the Phillies, their pitching's they're gonna have some tough times closing out games. That NL East is too good. It's too good now.
It's a good division.
Like you have a Mets team
with a good lineup.
You have a very, very, very good lineup. I think.
It seems a little biased. I was in one extra very.
I think the Braves are just unreal.
Ronald Acuna back. Everyone's forgetting.
Is he gonna? No, he might be on IR to start the year.
Yeah.
Has he been?
I saw a video of him taking BP the other day.
Really?
Oh, dude. All right. All
right, we're screwed.
When he's playing, he's a top. He's like one of the best players.
Do you like him?
Yeah.
I do.
I know it's. I know it's hard to say as a Mets fan.
I don't mind him. I don't like. Who do I not like? I don't like. I hate Ozzy Albies. I don't like Ozzy Albies. No.
You ever seen the video? Ozuna from the Braves.
It was. What was it?
You ever seen that clip with Marshall Ozuna get caught drunk driving? He's like, I'm Ozuna from the Braves.
Did he say that?
He said that to the cops. He's like, I'm Ozuna from the Braves.
Did you ever see the video? He's like, yo, Ozuna, Lieutenant's your wife. And he just a nuke. He just a nuke.
Yeah.
Another one. No, it wasn't Ozzy Albies. I don't mind him. Orlando Arcia. Hate him. Do you ever see the video of him like taunting Phillies fans? Like,
no, I haven't.
You never see that?
No.
He's like,
you don't like him though?
I hate him.
He sucks. Who do you hate more? The Yankees or the Phillies?
Yankees.
Yeah.
I don't mind the Phillies. I don't. That's the only Philly team I know.
I mean, I'm a Yankee fan. That was different. We've been in the World Series and all that.
Yeah, but I'm saying the only thing I don't like about I don't like I hate their fans.
Philly? That seems to be a trend.
I like Bryce Harper. I like Trey.
It's hard not to.
I always like
Trey Turner's a fan favorite. He's good.
I
think they have the best.
I hate Nick Cass. I hate Nick Castellanos and Kyle Schwarber.
You don't like Schwarber? I've always been I've always liked Schwarber.
Do you ever see the stats? This might have been the craziest stat line I've ever seen. He had 44 home runs and 100 RBI, and he batted 197 one year. It was ridiculous.
I know that, yeah.
And
you think someone batting that well would be batting
like 280. He batted 190. That's all he hit was home runs. He had he probably had like 50. He probably had like barely doubles or something like that.
It's probably like 60 hits and then 44
Do you know
of them are home runs.
His nickname in the playoffs is Schwarber.
Yeah.
Schwarber or whatever.
He goes off in the playoffs.
All right. So now I want to get into a little bit Met news with Alonso. I didn't talk about this on my podcast because it happened right after we finished. He's a Met again.
Yep.
2 years, $50 million with an opt-out. So, am I a fan of it? I like it.
He's been there for this whole run, though.
His agent, Scott Boras, screwed up that entire thing.
Well, last year, right, he had the option to go for like what? $200 million.
He rejected a huge deal.
Yeah.
And then he fired his agent and brought in this guy.
He screwed himself over, right?
He bet on himself.
Yeah, it didn't turn out good.
Listen, I'm going to tell you.
Do you remember what the contract he got offered was last year?
It was 8 years, $160 million. I remember the exact contract.
Yeah, $160 million. Now it's only $50 million.
That just no. What I think is going to happen is he's going to have a really good year this year, and then they're going to have like a. If he does good, he's going to opt out of this year. He's going to stay with the Mets.
He's more money from them.
Yes, they'll pay him. What I think he said that he'll never go anywhere else. I think
that's right. Like he wants to be in that for life.
Want that 1,000,000%. He wants to be a Met for life.
Do you like that?
Yes. Yes.
You want him on your team?
Absolutely. The power that he has.
Yeah.
But anything
that playoff home run was so cool.
Do you want me to tell you my moment? I ran into a wall that night. I was screaming.
Was that the wild card?
That was the wild card.
Yeah.
I was like, the season's over, man.
Yeah.
Nimmo hits I remember the exact moment. Lindor takes a walk on a 3-2. Vientos flies out. Nimmo hits a single. Lindor goes to third. Alonso's got a.
I think it was 0-2.
No, it was two.
It was two strikes.
It was 2-1.
Are you sure? I thought he had 2 strikes. I'm thinking the Aaron Judge home run against Cleveland.
Yes, you are.
That had 2 strikes. All right, the Alonso one was different.
So, it was 2-1. Two men on. You hit a double play. Your season's over.
Yeah.
The moment I saw that ball, I was like the outfield. I was like, go, just go.
Yeah.
And I was screaming. I think that might have been the loudest I've ever screamed my entire life. My friend was at the watch party. He started crying. I've never seen this kid cry. He tells me stories every day. He cried, for real. And then I ran into a wall screaming because I was at Marco's house.
Oh, really?
Shout out to him. And I ran into a wall. I was like so happy. I ran down the stairs and I just bashed my head into a wall.
Are you serious?
So then when the what was it? Who hit the second? Sal Frelick hit the second.
Right after, right?
No, it was right at the next pitch.
Yeah.
I literally went walking around the block because that's how mad I was about it.
I'm sure.
And it was devastating to me when that happened, but turned out pretty good.
Yeah, you definitely won the game.
And we did. We won. So, yeah, I mean, I'm happy to see him back. And then let's talk about the Johnnies because I'm a huge fan. We'll get a little NHL. I'll talk a little. I know you don't know a lot about NHL, and I want you. You told me to talk about this UFC go.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about that too, and then we'll wrap this thing up. St. John's, 21-4.
Unreal.
Unbelievable.
Good basketball team.
Their baseball team's pretty good. You're playing them this year.
Playing this year.
By the way, have you got any word if you're going to be like a travel player, or are they going to take the entire team?
I don't know.
You don't know yet?
I don't know.
You don't know? All right. They're 21-4. Rick Pitino's done a great job. Yeah. They're 10th in the country right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope they make some noise in March.
I do too. So, we're going to the Marquette game this Sunday. So
that'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool. At the Garden. So, and then let's talk about this real quick. The UFC go. You talked about this. You wanted to know who do you think should go?
I think it's undisputably John Jones.
You told me this before, yes. I don't know a lot about UFC, but
it's awesome.
Is he that good?
You should get into it.
John
Jones has never lost.
Really?
On his record, he has a loss, but it's due to an illegal elbow on someone.
So they don't really count it?
I don't remember. So technically, it's a loss.
Is Conor McGregor top?
No, Conor McGregor is like the greatest entertainer.
Yeah. Irish whiskey. So, I agree with you, honestly. I don't know much about UFC, but I know who he is.
Yeah.
And he's undefeated?
Well, yes, but his record technically has him with one loss.
How many championships does he have?
Oh.
Probably he has a lot. He's probably 10 times more than Brady.
No. The UFC's belts.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking of something else.
Belts.
I'm thinking of something else. How much championships? You think he's got 4 belts? I think 4 belts. You can look that up.
Well, I think it's it's not how many belts you have. He wasn't a belt champ. How long?
By the way, we're almost an hour on this podcast. Jeez. It's flying by. You having a blast on here, at least?
Oh, yeah. Oh, great time. Time flies when you're having fun, baby.
Yeah, too.
John Jones had defended
12 times. Jeez,
he had a total of 13 title defenses.
Oh my God,
that's pretty good.
Was that in your That was in your childhood, right?
I was young. I didn't really watch
You watch his clip.
Did
Your dad showed you probably a lot of clips.
I mean, his most recent fight was this past November against Stipe.
He's still playing it. He's still doing it.
Yeah,
he's still doing it. Wow,
he's a champion right now.
Wow,
champion.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so the Four Nations. I'm gonna explain it to you. Do you know what it is? Have you seen anything about it?
You explained to me briefly yesterday.
So it's the USA, Canada, Finland, Sweden.
Does Canada win like every year?
No.
Oh, really?
Canada barely beat Sweden the other night.
Really?
So the thing is, everybody's watching. Like, people who don't watch hockey are watching.
Are into it this year?
Like, a lot of people are watching it because, like, it's like the best. But arguably, if you include Russia, but obviously with the war and stuff like that,
yeah.
Putin. Do you ever see the video of Putin playing hockey?
No,
there's a video everybody's just letting him score.
Don't be screwed.
Trump will get him. He will. So I'm the best to ever do it. So the thing is, you're the best four nation. Both U.S. and Canada are the biggest rivals in hockey.
Yeah.
Sweden and Finland. Sweden. No, it wasn't Canada.
Oh, that wasn't. What was it?
Canada did not do good that year.
Oh, really?
Well, you can't. What I'm saying is, with Canada,
great movie,
unbelievable movie. The thing is with Canada, they weren't good that year. Because you couldn't have college, you couldn't have like pros that year.
Yeah, okay.
They made a rule because they had like the Russian, they had pro athletes in Russia because they didn't allow them to go in the NHL. So they play like that's all they focus on was the Olympics. But yeah, it was a pretty cool story about how you beat and by the way, they beat the NHL All Stars 6-0. How crazy is that?
Nuts.
So yeah.
So tell me about this.
So the U.S. Canada, you have NHL stars. They allow NHL players to go and
play. Do they choose?
They're from the country.
Oh, so you go where you're from?
Yes. Okay. But like I think you can't do just four nations. I think they should do like Germany. Germany, they have a bunch of other countries. So you have the U.S. who Canada did very bad in World Juniors. They didn't do good at all. But it's like a round robin. Like they set up a round robin, and then they do the top two teams go and play in a championship. The other two play in for a bronze. So they obviously, but they're not doing four nations next year. I heard.
Why?
Next year the All-Star game is actually in Long Island.
No way. Where the
UBS? So
get out.
So we're gonna be.
Oh my God, you'll be there.
Yeah, obviously. A bunch of people are gonna be there.
How cool is that gonna be?
You want to go there, baby?
When is it?
It's in 2026.
I know.
They haven't released the schedule yet. It's probably in like February.
When do they usually have the hockey All-Star game?
February.
Wow.
But they have the best All-Star game. I said this.
I don't think I've watched some crazy. I don't think I've ever watched a hockey All-Star game.
Really? You've never watched any All-Star game?
Yeah, the All-Star game used to be so cool.
Now it sucks.
Yeah, now it's bad.
Ass.
Now it's bad.
And the MLB is
home run derby's the best.
The best skills.
Yeah. You talked about that with Marco. Right?
Yeah, the skills. You watch the podcast. Yeah. The skills competition in hockey. You have like accuracy shooting. You have fastest skater.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty fun.
Do they have hardest shot?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's so fun. Like I have one downstairs for knee hockey. I got one for knee hockey.
What?
Like how hard you shoot.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You have one of those?
Yeah. It's so fun. So yeah. And then I talked to you about the Four Nations. Mm-hmm. So they don't have they don't have an All-Star game because of the Four Nations.
Oh, so they don't have one this year because of the...
Yeah.
Okay, I know.
They say a lot of players that are not in it are taking a lot of short vacations.
Right.
Yeah, so now
they're giving their body a rest.
Yeah. I saw it today, like an NHL.
How long is the break?
2 weeks.
Interesting.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah.
So, anything else did we miss? I think we got everything.
Yeah.
Pitchers and catchers obviously reported.
Yep.
And yeah, I think we got it. I think we got everything in.
That was awesome.
And just under an hour. Good, perfect timing.
Really?
We just got it just actually an hour. So
Oh yeah, literally.
literally an hour. We got that all in an hour. Jeez. Yep. So we forgot to talk about the combine. We'll say this real quick and then we'll end this. February 27th to March 2nd. Got to watch some. I think it's actually kind of fun to watch.
Combine is one of the greatest events to watch because guys either boost their stock or plummet their stock.
I watched the only things I watched for the combine is we just did an hour on this. I only watched like the quarterbacks. I watched the wide receiver. The 40-yard dash is the best thing. Yeah.
I love watching the quarterbacks throw to the open receivers.
You ever see John Ross?
There's a guy last year, 2 years ago.
Xavier Worthy.
It was Xavier Worthy. Beat his record, right? Or tied it.
By the way, do you know who traded the pick to the Kansas City Chiefs? Buffalo.
Oh, was it Buffalo?
Buffalo gave up on him, and now he just ended their season. So
I want Josh Allen to win. So
I hope so too. So thank you very much for coming on here. I know you're probably gassed. You want to go to the gym probably.
Thank you for having me. This was all.
Thank you very much.
I could do this all day.
Thank you very much. Awesome. This was awesome. I'm Don Matamano signing off from my own house. See ya.